Welcome. The following esoteric movie review of Assassin's Creed is from the latest free PDF book from energyenhancement.org. Energy Enhancement Spiritual Movie Reviews. Lucyfer. Lucifer. Artificial Intelligence. Transhumanism. Sign up to download this plus at least 14 more free PDF books including Satanic History. Fake Communism. Karl Marx British Agent. Against Satanism. 10,000 Years of Total Control. Satanic Philosophy Eugenic Plato and No Soul Aristotle. Against Satanism. Ring of Gyges Concealment of Wickedness by Human Sacrifice. Satanic Rituals Human Sacrifice. Against Satanism. 10,000 Years of Total Control. Sign up and download today. And now for the movie review. Assassin's Creed. Satan's Creed. Spiritual Esoteric Movie Review by Satchidanand. The goal of modern propaganda is no longer to transform opinion but to arouse an active and mythical belief, shock allure. The movie is very well made. Fassbender is one of the producers of Satanic Myth, Assassin's Creed, which after his part in Satanic Myth, Prometheus, and its injections of DNA demon seeds to make Alien, 1979, both directed by Ridley Scott of Satanic Myth Blade Runner, 1982, where robots without any mechanism to contact God can become human, which is the purpose of Google-funded Kurzweil's Satanic Transhumanism, I suppose is quite apposite. Delving more into robots. Robots, unlike humans, have no mechanism to contact God. Satanists spend years in loveless ritual and action to cut themselves off from God. But robots, whether Terminator, 1984, killer robots and swarm robots, IBM Watson computers who run the health service, or speed cameras, have no connection with God, no conscience, or any compassion. Robots have no conscience, no heart. Satanists have no conscience, no heart. Satanists are perfect robots. I suppose this prefigures the Butlerian Jihad of Dune, 1984, by Frank Herbert, where all robots were destroyed. In Dune no robots were allowed to exist. Assassin's Creed starts with Fassbender being executed for murder in the USA, then being resuscitated in a Spanish facility by a Templar organization whose aim is to find the original apple from the Garden of Eden. As you know, the apple was given to Adam by Satan, Lucifer, the snake, via Eve to give Adam the knowledge of good and evil. Originally Adam and Eve were happy, pure, living in total alignment with the will of God. With the addition of the seeds of demonic evil from the apple, Adam and Eve were symbolically driven out of Eden, no longer in alignment with the will of God, but somehow given the accelerated evolution of having free will. Demon seeds. The aim of this evolution is to produce an enlightened being. After all that, as it says in the first sutra of the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, here are complete instructions on enlightenment. After all that means that we have to pass many hundreds of lifetimes of seeing the results of evil in our lives. Creating karma. Living that evil karma. We have to enter completely into evil before we can become disgusted with it. So disgusted with evil that we, by our own free will, reject it. Only then can we search for the means of removing it from within ourselves and the world. The means, of course. The Energy Enhancement Meditation Course. To become a person who chooses to align his will with God. A person who only has the free will to do the right and good thing. As you know, a guru is a person able to remove the goo from his students because he has made it his life's work to remove that goo from himself. The goo is negativity. The goo is trauma-formed negative karmic mass. The goo is energy blockages. The goo is the demonic seeds from the original apple, given to Adam by Satan. Originally, Cain the cannibal, ate Abel. Traditionally, the sons of Cain are those who have more demon seeds inside them. Sons of the devil. The aim of the Templar organization is to use the original apple from the Garden of Eden to remove free will from humanity. By saying it in this way, we know the Templars are bad. In the movie, the story is set up that the Fassbender assassins are good and the Templars are bad. So we have this murderer, this remorseless killer, Fassbender, who is the only person left on this planet who has the DNA within him of the assassin, Aguilar, who is the last person to have seen the apple. Who is the only person who knows where the apple was buried. And the bad Templars have this machine called the Animus, which can log on to the past life memory of Fassbender and send him back to retrieve where the apple was buried. So, we go into the full Technicolor, 5.1 surround sound past. The Spanish Inquisition, full auto de fe and torquemada. Not the Spanish Inquisition. Roman cult, Holy Inquisition, Sadducees, up to 2 million burned in individual and mass trials, and their property belongs to the Catholic Church. Whole swathes of countries ended up in the Vatican Bank due to the European Inquisition of human sacrifice, torture and burning alive. The real aim of the Inquisition was the confiscation of property and gold. The popes with their papal bulls, written on the skins of sacrificed children and heretics, have decreed and written into admiralty law that humans are slaves, their natural state, Aristotle, and this reinforced by St. Thomas Aquinas, such that the Catholic Church only renounced slavery in 1917. In collaboration with the Doge of Venice, who was Saint Francis of Assisi, who was the head of the Persian Pisan trading empire with the monopoly of running goods from China and India into Europe. The Catholic Holy See collaboration with Venice, they sacked Constantinople together, killing and enslaving 200,000 and walking off with incredible loot. The collaboration of the Catholic Church, the slave trading, bankster, drug-running Venetian Empire, and later the slave trading, bankster, drug-running East India Company and British Empire, they shared the spoils of world commerce, such that now the Rothschild-fronted Vatican Bank has $500 trillion, 70% of Fortune 500 companies, 70% of world banks, 100% of central banks like the Federal Reserve. The popes with their papal bulls, written on the skins of sacrificed children and heretics, have decreed and written into admiralty law that humans are chattel. They have no body. They have no mind. They have no soul. This means you. The Templars found 85 tons of gold on Temple Mount in Jerusalem, whereupon they expanded, bought many monasteries, pushed Cybele and at tis Christianity by expanding the role of the Virgin Mary. Cybele was the state religion of the Satanic Roman Empire, which included human sacrifice, sex rituals, and bathing in blood, using Saint Bernard de Clairvaux and creating worldwide banking, which caused the Pope to ban them and, wait for it, burn their head, démoli, at the stake. The Templars went to Scotland and founded Freemasonry, which now runs the City of London. The movie is spectacular with loads of incredible fight sequences and 100-foot leaps off roofs. The leap of faith. So, they find the apple in the tomb of Christopher Columbus in Seville Cathedral. The bad Templars try to use the apple to destroy the demon seed and thus bring everyone in the world into alignment with the will of God at a ceremony in London. But Fassbender, the assassin of Assassin's Creed, Satan's Creed, stops the ceremony, kills Jeremy Irons, turns his daughter to the assassins, and steals the apple. Ready for the next installment. But what is the Assassin's Creed, Satan's Creed? Nothing is true, everything is permitted. Nothing is true. Only God is true, because only God never changes. When we say, nothing is true, we say God does not exist. When we say, nothing is true, we say God is dead. Satan is the father of lies, the ancient enemy of the truth, or God. Everything is permitted. Do what thou wilt is the law. Love under will is the whole of the law. Thus said Aleister Crowley, the greatest black magician of the 20th century. This is entirely satanic. Very much like Lord Blackwood in Sherlock Holmes, 2009, by Guy Ritchie, who using Freemasonry, ritually sacrificed 6 young women in order to take over the British government, take over the USA, by incorporating our American friends, and by the use of World War I and World War II use the British/American Empire to take over the world. The Esoteric movie review of Assassin's Creed is from the latest free PDF book from energyenhancement.org. Energy Enhancement Spiritual Movie Reviews. Lucy. Lucifer. Lucifer. Artificial Intelligence. Transhumanism. Sign up to download this plus at least 14 more free PDF books including Satanic History. Fake Communism. Karl Marx British Agent. Against Satanism. 10,000 Years of Total Control. Satanic Philosophy Eugenic Plato and No Soul Aristotle. Against Satanism. Ring of Gyges Concealment of Wickedness by Human Sacrifice. Satanic Rituals Human Sacrifice. Against Satanism. Satanism. 10,000 Years of Total Control. Sign up and download today.